All right, video 2. This is Mike, and I'm here to show you the few modifications we've done to this thing in the first week that we've had it, and a couple of things I want to do in the future. Check it out. All right off the start here at the front, hitch lock. Don't get the yellow one with the little nub that sticks out here with the locking mechanism in it. You hit that nub hard enough, it falls off and the whole lock falls off. So this one feels a little more secure to me. I've also taken an old rubber inner tube and tied it to my chains to help keep them up out of the dirt when we're not hooked up, and then when we are, that just hangs over the hitch and keeps the chains from dragging on the ground. Dual propane tanks. I had them stick a second 20-pound tank on this guy because the regulator is up on the wall mounted on this unit. They had to come through the back, which is kind of sketchy because this is supposed to be quickly removable by firefighters, but I mean, the dealership suggested we do that, so that's on them, I guess. There's a second 6-volt battery, dual 6 volts. I had them put on for me, wired in series, and then I put the battery shut-off switch on there. Super simple to install, and there's lots of write-ups on how to do that, but it's real easy and I would recommend it. I also put on levelers. Just having them permanently on there is so nice and simple. Let's go walk to the back. Okay, in the back of the Catalina, it's got this big door that opens up to all this storage, which is awesome, and then the bunk that flips up. Now when that's down, that's where my 3-year-old sleeps, and he could actually get at the knob and undo the deadbolt and open this up and escape. So I actually had to take this whole thing off. There's a little snap key pin that holds the plastic knob on this for unlocking and locking from the inside. So I was able to take that off, and now he can't get his little fingers on this to unlock himself and get out. Don't lose that. You're gonna want to put that on later. Here's the one-piece solid rubber roof. I put a vent hood on the vent that's over the bathroom. That thing's super cool. You can leave the vent open when it's raining or even when you're driving. No solar on this one yet. Thinking about it for the future. One other thing I'd like to do in the future is move this spare tire over and put a rack, a tray on the back of this thing that I can put a dry box on to carry things like a little bit of firewood or an extra propane tank or just dirty stuff like a chainsaw, things you don't want inside the coach itself. Okay, around here on the business side of things, this is under the awning, my low point drains. I put in these little switches so you didn't have to like undo the cap. Same thing with my fresh water drain. This is just so much easier to flip this open. Pow! Here's one I'm actually really excited about. The bed in this thing flips up so you can access all this storage underneath. That's also accessible from the full pass-through storage from the front, from the outside. But the bed wouldn't hold itself up, and it was really heavy, so I put these little lifting shocks, the gas-loaded lifting shocks on this thing, so it's easy to lift up and it holds itself there, and then you just give it a little bit of pressure and she shuts off. One of the main reasons we went with the BH bunkhouse was somewhere that we could keep our toddler. He can sleep in that lower bed once that's folded down, and I installed this child gate, I guess, cage to keep him locked in there, and it fit perfectly between those two walls. And the old shower curtain adjustment, improvement, addition. This thing's awesome. You fold it out, you get a lot more room in the shower. You fold it in, you can let your shower curtain dry off without being out in the way, get more room in your bathroom, or you can hang stuff on there to dry. And I put my old shower curtain across the back there. So again, hang stuff to dry, or we just put this guy in here for organizing all your shower junk. Speaking of the bathroom, there's a stud behind that seam. I'm thinking about maybe installing like a medicine cabinet or some sort of shelving there just to put stuff, put all this stuff. You need somewhere to put stuff. As I mentioned in the first video, there's lots of storage underneath the sink and the counter in this thing, but it's just big open space that you can't really organize. You need some shelving or something in there, and there's no drawer for cutlery and stuff, so I might actually drop a drawer down from the countertop and just have a small cutlery drawer in here for that kind of stuff. One of the first things I did was install this coat rack. RVs never come with a coat rack, so I made this one out of a chunk of oak, burnt it a little bit, and screwed on these antler tines in the back, so now you got somewhere to hang your shit. I almost forgot the key rack. You need somewhere to hang your keys and your sunglasses and that kind of junk, or you're gonna lose it. This is another one, super simple magazine rack. Again, oak, and then bungee cords. Keep all your stuff. One other thing I'd really like to do is install a propane quick connect from the tanks right under here, close to the awning, where we can set up a barbecue and cook there instead of always having to get in to the propane tanks on the tongue of the trailer. So there you go. Those are all the small modifications I've done to this thing so far, and a few things I'd like to do in the future. In my next video, I'll probably go over things that I carry in the storage, like tools and different stuff, hoses, cables, that sort of thing you want to have when you're out on the road. Enjoy. See you later.